get that right. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to do another take. Prime number generator works with, if you do it, it's like negative cubed equals negative 64 minus negative 125. Turns out to be positive 61. Think about these things like cube inside sphere, cube inside sphere, layers of that. You can find all sorts of coordinate points, like quantities within. So like if you take inside a sphere a cube, and then like two of the axes run. Okay, so like put a sphere inside of a cube, and the sides of one of the cube is the diameter of the sphere. Then outside that thing, if you did outside that cube, then the original cube, a sphere, that those diameters are still just split by like 1.7, a square root of 3 or something like that. Prime numbers, though, like application might be used because you could use it for spatial reckoning, like coordinate points, the way they. Because if you also do the prime number generator like x cubed, plus, you can do it instead of subtraction. You can do it with addition, and you just get bigger, just different sequence of prime numbers as factored. Like you get more super primes that I've encountered, which is just prime numbers, like numbers that have only prime number factors, like so 4 cubed 64, well, like 7 and 8 I think I did, and it was like 343 plus 512. 855 breaks down to, you can do it like 3 times 3, or just do 9, so the squared. 5, 9, and 19 are the factors. 9 is a super prime, so like finding a super prime, it matters as well, because one of these that I was working with, like 189 is if you just take 4 and 5, add them together, 64 plus 125, that gives you 189, which breaks down to a cube, so it's 3 cubed. 7 times 27. You can do it 7 times 3 times 2 times 3, 7 times 9, or 9 and 3, and like those kind of deviations. Like it's you can think about like the spatial parts where you're only any discrepancy with an irrational number is in the like a little arc outside one cube surface and inside the sphere around that's circumventing it, to predict like maybe how genetic it codes like find themselves. It's like by prime numbers. You can maybe, that's like so if you think of individual types of elements as a constant in an equation, that accounts for an axis. So it's like the number of protons, 7. Like those ones that have prime numbers there might be a correlation between how they behave based on its prime number aspect. So if you do addition, subtraction with the x cubed minus x minus 1 cubed, or x cubed plus x plus 1 cubed. So the fact that like doing it with minus and following the equation rules of that, it's negative 64 on 4 and 5, negative 4, negative 5, because you go, instead of 4, 3, it would go 4, 5. So going up gives you a positive on one of its coordinate. Negative 4, negative 5. Turns out to be 61. No, all three of them. Turns out to be a positive thing based on coordinates and factor. So like you can anticipate how, points within a sphere from each other. So that could be used in like vector force, navigation. And if you wonder, like that prime numbers might be how like genetic, however many billion letters, or like certain strands that have been known to control certain factors of a thing, like those might like on a right, like you're going from like this curl down here, like a shot connecting these things here, like those might be correlated. There's physical quality to the nature of number. Prime numbers are it's like the function. It's like a part. It's spectrum with pi. It's like the irrationality of a controlling thing like pi